According to the FOA, or the Federal Agricultural Organization, deforestation rates have increased since the 1990s by 8.5%. Despite our knowledge of the issues that deforestation is bringing upon our climate, man has yet to do anything about it. Our greed has gotten in the way of the greater good, and he has forgotten his duty as the caretaker of our great planet. According to the Scientific American website, due to the destruction that man has caused, we're losing nearly 30 million acres of forestation every year. Also, due to the loss of the rainforest, every year we extinct 50,000 plants, animals, and insects. And maybe the biggest problem of all is that 25% of our medicines come from the rainforest. We have only tested 1% of the plant species that provide curative properties, so we really have no idea what we're really losing. We need to stop and think about the things that we are doing. I've only mentioned a few of the issues that deforestation will ultimately cause. So just to help give us a better understanding, I will quickly name a few others. Deforestation brings with it many ugly consequences, like air and water pollution, soil erosion, malaria epidemics, the release of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, the eviction and decimation of tribes of people, and the loss of biodiversity through extinction of plants and animals. Fewer trees means less rainfall, less oxygen for us to breathe, and an increased threat of global warming. So now that I've shown you the issues that deforestation is causing, let's take a look at the pleasures we miss out on. Trail riding on horseback may be my favorite activity that is provided from our forests. Without the national parks, we wouldn't have the opportunity to enjoy this pleasurable activity that many Americans enjoy. Number 2, camping. According to the Outdoor Foundation, 40 million Americans go camping every year. And without our national parks, again, not many people today would have the opportunity and the privilege to enjoy this hobby. 3 is hunting. According to the National Fishing and Hunting Day, 38 million Americans hunt. In addition to this, these individuals support 680,000 U.S. jobs. Without our forests, this would be yet another simple pleasure that we miss out on if we lose our forests. If we continue to do the same things over and over, we're going to lose life as we know it and all the gifts that it provides us with. We need to not only think of ourselves, but also the next generation that will follow us. So today, what can we do to help stop the deforestation and the destructive path we are heading down? Well, according to the Mother Nature Network, there are 5 simple tasks that can help. 1, plant a tree. 2, go paperless. 3, recycle and buy recycled products. 4, look for Forest Stewardship Council certification on wood and wood products. And 5, eat vegetarian meals as often as possible. These may seem like too simple of things to really make an impact, but if we really apply them, and the person next to you does, and I do the same, eventually we will start a widespread change in our country's life and how our country lives. And our country will then help other countries change until we have finally helped save our planet. All because a few people decided today to do a few simple things that made a big impact. So today, who will stand up with me and take that first step and say, I will make a difference by changing how I live that will help save this planet.